Welcome to WP Themes Tutorial episode 27. Today we're going to look at a new feature of WordPress 3.5 and it has to do with register taxonomies. Before I mention that, I want to point you to the new store on WP Themes Tutorial. Just launched a book and it says here it's 10 tips book, but if you notice I'm actually on my local development site, so that's probably not going to be the name of it. The purpose of the book is to teach experienced developers that aren't involved with WordPress the best practices for WordPress to help you have the road signs so that you know kind of where you're headed and what you're going to do is the right way to do it. Or it's for people that are just starting to build themes and want to learn best practices for all of the development, for bringing in JavaScript, for doing CSS, for just how to organize their code. So you can hop over to the store and purchase that. It would have gone on sale yesterday, although we're recording a week and a half in advance. So when WordPress 3.5, we were introduced a new argument with register taxonomy. Normally with taxonomies, you can see we have our categories and tags and they show up. Categories, tags, and we have two admin columns for them. Now, prior to 3.5, you could easily register a custom taxonomy, but you never got the custom columns. So what you had to do then, if we go back to an old post called count comments by registered users and add it to the WordPress admin, is you actually had to come in and use manage users columns to get the user screen, and you have to manage users custom column and add that data back to the column. That's how you would have to do what you would have to do to get your taxonomies to show up too. Now that's just a pain in the butt, so let's start by defining a class for our plugin. If you're not familiar with why I'm using a class here, then there's actually two posts that I've linked in the show notes or in the blog post for this that can tell you why I'm using a class. So you start by just defining your basic class, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to actually take that class and we're going to define a taxonomy inside it. So there's our basic class definition. If I highlight the whole thing again, you can see all I've done is under my construct function I've added an action called register taxonomy, or register tax, and then I'm registering tax. You'll notice to start with that right there, I've actually commented out the show admin column. So this argument is the new one that used to not exist. Now when I refresh, you can see that I have our new one of custom right there. Typically, I use this for, say, a screencast. If we go to scheduled post and edit, you'll see that I've already pre-populated this, and this would be slideshow. So for a client, I'd run a custom query on one of their blog posts and put it into the slideshow on their homepage. But we can't see that here, so we just don't know which ones are in custom. And that's the standard. Now, if we uncomment show admin column, we get a custom column. That's that easy now. You don't have to do, the multiple hooks and then figure out how to get the data in there. And you can see it links properly as well. So that would, if we click on that, filter and only show us posts with the slideshow custom. Same with what a category would do. We're only seeing posts that are categorized as uncategorized now. It's that easy, and that's new in WordPress 3.5 and will make things much easier. Thanks for watching.